Hello, loves. This is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back with Chronic Wellness. I hope you and yours are doing well, and I think it's always interesting this time of year, the way that we are invited to pause and be in gratitude. And it is so very American, I think, that the holiday is complicated by our complicated history. The fact that a holiday that now is about eating food and being with friends and family is predicated on the fact that we came here and took land, started wars, committed genocide, is a fraught and complex thing. And I had the opportunity to be with family that lives far away, and got a chance to really pause and be with them in ways that delighted me. It was specifically my niece who lives in Alaska and my nephew who is at college that were here and got to decorate a tree with me and drink tea together and set my spirits alight. So I have a story for you today about an event that I attended virtually that was a collective crafting event. So, excuse me, we were all on Zoom together, and we did just a few little activities that were sketching together, and then we were invited to just do our own crafting for 20 or 30 minutes, and then we came back together as a group and showed what we'd been working on and did a closing activity. And in that activity, it was being led by a woman whose mother also participated. And the woman who was leading it told a story about her mother having sketched a picture when she was a child of a window box that she intended to build and then plant. And the woman said, "Mom, do you remember that? Do you remember that window box?" And the woman was like, "No." And she said, "I must have been 5 or 6. And you drew that picture of the window box that you were going to build and plant." And she said, "And I saw that picture that you drew. And that was the moment in my mind that you switched from just being a mom to being an artist." And I thought, oh my gosh, what a lovely thing to go back and do an accounting of. What a beautiful thing to go back now and share with your mom that was a perception changer for you. And what an interesting thing in our mind that we do categorize ourselves and others in these ways, like as a child, and certainly with child mind, that person is mom and she's not artist or any of these other labels. And then maybe something changes our perception, like the drawing of a window box, and all of a sudden we see mom in a new light and mom is artist. And it makes me think about the ways that we think of ourselves with chronic illness. And one of the things that I use sort of as a refrain here on my website and on my channel is, I am not these illnesses. You are not these illnesses. And yet we spend so much of our life, our time, our energy being defined by these illnesses. And whether it's filling out paperwork to claim disability, whether it's all of the running down that we have to do with insurance and doctor's offices and getting payments, or figuring out whether or not we need a prior authorization, or I've just had my pharmacy close, and what a trial it is getting all of my meds established at a new pharmacy. And so all of these things confirm in our minds, oh, I am these illnesses. I am just a sick person. I am just a person with disabilities. And I wonder what it takes for us to have a shift, like a window box, to reconceive. No, I am artist. I am creator. I am dazzling fashionista. I am wild, wacky, fabulous woman on the town. What is the title you mean to be living your way into, stepping into, claiming for yourself? You know that I routinely go to Seattle for my doctor's checkups there, my pulmonology visits in Seattle, and I've just recently gone, and things went pretty well, which is great news in my world. But I'm asked to fill out paperwork every time I go that asks me for an occupation. And it's one of those things that used to be incredibly demoralizing, to just write down disabled or write down NA. And so about 1.5 years ago, I decided that every time I go, I'm going to just write in some other new fabulous descriptor rather than putting disabled or NA. And so I've put international badass. I've put rock star. I think this time, what did I put? I put living the dream. That's my occupation. And so this is my attempt to give myself window box moments, opportunities to redefine, to see myself in a new light, to not see just the mountain that is the external facade, but to crack it open and see the veins of gold inside, or see the gems and minerals that are hidden within. So I invite you to do the same. Tell me in the comments below or on my Instagram what fabulous and fantastic new title or occupation or way of seeing yourself that you are going to move toward, or even better yet, just claim, just step right into and proclaim for yourself as we are in this cradle between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, as we've just finished one major holiday and are heading toward other major holidays. How are you redefining yourself in this moment, seeing yourself in a new light? If you aren't, here's an invitation to do so. I thank you for your time and energy, and until we're together again, find ways to see yourself in a new light and be well.